Hi guys, welcome back to another episode on Hardcore. And in today's episode on Hardcore, we will I'm sorry about that. We will be building we will be starting to build the Mega Base, and we'll be doing more redstoning, obviously. The redstoning will most likely be the sugarcane farm and some other little stuff. Most likely the cow farm, the leather slash beef cow farm or whatever, and maybe just maybe the sheep farm, which I'm not pleased to do just because there's actually there's no excuse for me to do. I'm able to get all of the colors in the game, so yeah, no excuse for me. I honestly could make a sheep farm, but I'm not gonna be using all anytime soon, I don't think, anyway. Yeah, as if I'm not wrong, in my last episode I did talk about how I think the Mega Base is going to look like, but I'm not sure, so I'm just gonna repeat for to what I said last time. And I'm gonna try to go for first of all, a futuristic design for Mega Base. Most likely something to do with, well, not to do with, but like my inspirations for this Mega Base will be there'll be 3 Mega Bases. The first one will be Green Season 6 Hermitcraft Base, Imposter Season 7 Hermitcraft Base, and Mumbo Jumbo's Season 6 Megacraft Base. Mega Base, that's the one. And instead of building it out of concrete, I'm gonna be building it out of quartz, just because I quartz just looks. I honestly think quartz looks a bit nicer than concrete, but I can't argue because concrete looks very nice as well, and I do love using concrete, in my builds. And now I guess let's get building. And it's finished! Woo! Finally! Well, at least the beginning of the Mega Base is finished. It turned out much better than, well, it planned to be. And I'm just much happier how it turned out, as I said before. This took way too many hours to put together. Okay. Well, lies about that, but didn't actually take it took much more time than I expected it to. Like, I forgot how long these builds take. Like, I thought it's gonna take maybe an hour or two for everything. Stupid to me. No, it took about, I think, 4 or 5 hours getting all the resources. And yeah, it wasn't the greatest, but it's finally finished. I can actually walk on here and do stuff. It's great. Except the one thing which I didn't do yet because the base isn't finished, obviously. And that is spawn proving it, obviously, because there's a creeper farm in the middle of it. I don't want this area to be, I don't want mobs to be able to spawn on this stuff, right? So I'm gonna get some string and just, string all the whole base. But that's gonna be later, just because, I'm gonna try my best to incorporate lighting into this base without it looking too odd. Sea lanterns would be the best, but obviously we don't have a sea lantern farm yet. Maybe, perhaps we'll make one later on, but that's gonna be hard. Anyway, so yeah, yeah, I don't know what I was gonna say there, but it was so much fun making the mega base, or the beginning of it, and it did take much more trading with villagers than I thought it would. Like, when I was doing the last time lapse with the cyan terracotta, each time I ran out of cyan terracotta, I went over there. Well, first I paused it, paused the time lapse. Then I went over to the villages and was waiting until they would restock their cyan terracotta, and then get the cyan terracotta and build the mega base. Yeah, and it wasn't the greatest, obviously. But I do have a plan for this episode, surprisingly, because most of the time I don't plan my episodes, but this one I have some stuff planned, as I said before. I thought of an idea for these corners, and I'm very smart. In these corners, I think I should just have, villagers, just because, I could just, walk in, there'll be a doorway right here, and then there's like whole wall, whatever, that was weird, ooh. This whole wall, right, will be covered with villagers, right? For example, let's see. For example, that could be cartographers, right? I don't know how to show you this, but you have like little pods, right? So, this would be, for example, what was it? The guys will try the quartz and the cyan terracotta. What about, yeah, those guys, whatever. I hope you understand me. But yeah, those guys who trade this stuff, right? I could just like a whole wall of them, right? And I could just go up to them or whatever, have like a ladder and a small platform to walk on, and just trade with them, right? So smart. Fair enough, it'll be quite, well, maybe laggy, maybe not. Most likely not, because it's a single player world. And then like over here, the librarians, cartographers, and farmers over there. That'd be very smart, just because, I could just go up to them, trade in the resources, and then get emeralds, because I wasted like, I think 2 stacks of emerald blocks getting all these resources. Way too much. But there are some stuff which I want to do first, which is a sugarcane farm. I want to build a sugarcane farm, just because when I talked about cartographers, I realized I don't have any paper, and that's the thing which which I need to trade in with the cartographers to get emeralds. Yeah, and obviously sugarcane farms are simple, but require a lot of stuff, like slime blocks and iron, stuff like that, to make them. And when I will make the sugarcane farm, I'm gonna hope it's gonna be about from there to there in length, just because it won't have to be automatic, so I could just it can be manual, right? So I can just go up to it, switch it on, and go back AFK or whatever, right? Because if it's gonna be this big, then it doesn't need to be you won't have to have it on constantly, just because of how much sugarcane it will produce. So now, as always, I guess let's start building it. And it's finished. There it is. Only took me about an hour to construct it. It wasn't that bad, but damn, yeah, it's very loud if you get near the minecarts. But yeah, it works fantastically. It generates so much sugarcane. It's honestly great. Okay, if I'm being honest, I was hoping it was a little bit bigger than what it is now, but still good enough for now. Oh yeah, and before I forget, I did want to tell you that, guys, that I made myself a TikTok account, and I'm gonna be uploading the YouTube shorts on there and stuff like that. Just because, you know, sometimes when I'm not feeling to make a video, if I'm not gonna have enough energy to make a video, I'm just gonna be uploading small stuff, like YouTube Shorts and TikTok related stuff as well. So yeah. So anyway, this will be the end of the episode, and a quick recap before we end. The first thing we did was a huge time lapse at the beginning of the video about the Megabase over there. Come on, can you generate? Come on, please. Generate. I beg you. There you are, finally. Yeah, the Megabase over here. After that, I went rambling about the Megabase and the sugarcane farm. So, this is going to be the end of the episode. If you enjoyed, then you enjoyed. If you didn't, you didn't. And goodbye.